Welcome to trial exam part 3, and we will be starting from question number 8. And if you look at the question paper, here is question number 8. What would be the value of bonus after the following statements are executed? And these are the statements. What will be the value of bonus? Okay, let's copy it over to Word. I've done that here. And when I copied over, for those people who don't like indenting, have a look at how hard it is to read these statements. Okay, if we indent, we know that this happens if this condition is true, and this happens when this condition is true, and this happens when this condition is true, else this happens. Now notice these are separate if statements. We check this condition first, and then check this condition. It doesn't matter whether this results to true or false. This is not an else, so we carry on this, we carry on with this, we carry on with this. But these two, yes, there is an else. So if this is true, this won't take place. But whereas here, these are separate if statements. Now that's the trick part of this question. So in this question, you're asked to see, let's see, bonus and sales are two different variables, and sales is set to 1250. So now if you are a person who rushes in the exam, we'll just see 1250 and you'll say, oh, sales is greater than 1000. Okay, so that is greater than 1000, and so the answer should be 100. But it is not, because the statement does not stop there. Yes, if there was an else here, okay, and then all this was indented, okay, this happens otherwise, then we will not have to worry about these bits. But in this case, there is no else, okay, so because there is no else here, these statements, all of them get executed. So is sales greater than 1000? Yes. So it will allocate bonus to 100. But then when it goes on with this statement, is sales greater than 750? It still is greater than 750. 1250 is greater than 750. So the bonus will now become 50. It won't add. Some of you have noticed that they actually went 100 and they added another 50, made it 150. It's not. It didn't say bonus is equal to bonus plus 50. It actually says bonus becomes 50. So it erases whatever was in memory before, which is 100, and it stores 50 in its place. So let's see what happens in the variable bonus. Starts off at 1200, starts off with nothing, whatever is in the memory location. Notice it doesn't have an initial value. So when the sales is greater than 1000, bonus becomes 100. And then after it becomes 100, when it checks this sales is greater than 750, it now erases this out. Okay, it strikes that out. And then it stores 50 in its place. After that, it checks this condition. Is sales greater than 500? Yes, because 1250 is still greater than 500. And therefore, this gets erased. And what does that become? It becomes 25. Okay, and this statement will not occur because this became true, so it does not enter this part. Okay, so the answer is 25. So it is a tricky one because you look at it in a rush, you will think that's the answer, but you have to notice the else part is missing. Now some of you did this kind of answer for the project when the percentage scored by the multiplication game, the timetables tester, you actually given the wrong way. You had greater than, obviously it was going through all of these. Okay, it has to be an else there. Only else you will check this. Okay, so the answer is number 8. Now let's look at the next number. Next number, we can look at it on the paper. Which of the following is the correct Boolean expression to test the following expression? Okay, test for following expression. Okay, we need to check the value must be between 500 and 650, but not including. So notice straight away, you know, when you see the not including, you automatically know it cannot have the equal sign, so we get rid of that. Okay, and then it says or, so we straight away know it cannot be that, and it cannot be that because or, this is when you did pseudocode we use that. For Java we must use this, so it must be one of these two. Always use the elimination as well if you can in multiplication, in multiple choice questions. So then we leave out these two answers. Now let's look at this. We're trying to say something between 500 and 650. That means the number must be greater than 500 and less than 650. So there it is, it's greater than 500. Remember what I was talking about, the larger side of the symbol is the greater than. Those of you cannot read that, some people get confused in that. And it has to be less than 650. It cannot be or, because if it's or, even 1000 would be right, because 1000 is greater than 500, but it is not less than 650. So you're looking for something between. When you're looking at ranges, it must be greater than and it must be less than the upper limit. So greater than the lower limit and less than the upper limit. And the or, here's the or symbol here, and it says not equal to 1000. So y is not equal to 1000 is exclamation equal 1000. Now notice, this is also correct. You can say it this way, is it equal to 1000, and then put not on the outside. It's doing the same thing, but this has an error here because this is not what we want. So this part is correct. Okay, this part is correct, this part is correct, and in this tricky part, this is also correct. Okay, this is the same as this. So the answer is C. Now number 10. Let's look at number 10 in the Word document. Okay, we're looking at this. We can see number 10 says, what would be the value of discount rate after the following statements are executed? So after executing these statements, now we are starting off at discount to be 0. We are checking the purchase 1250. Now, is 1250 greater than 1000? Yes, so I'm just going to put that part true. Then it goes into this and checks, is customer equal to y? What is the customer? It's n. So the answer to this is false. So if this is false, it does not execute this part. It goes into this part, else. So it enters this and it sets the discount rate to be 0.04. Okay, so now we can strike this out and this becomes 0.04. Okay, and then after that, what about this else? Does it actually go into this else? Because this else is part of this if statement, and if this became true, it will not enter this else. So it will not enter any of these at all. Don't waste your time in even looking at these. Now, the indenting is a bit messed up in the question, but hopefully in the final exam you don't have that. But if it is for some reason messed up, please set it up correctly and work it out. When you look at the indenting, it makes it so much easier that you don't even have to look at this part. So the answer will become 0.04. So here is the answer, which is, go back here, answer is 0.04. Part B is the answer. Okay, that's it for this clip. Thank you.